Yo, this shit okay.
Alright, what's crack-a-lackin' YouTube? You guys have seen me back in action, trying to post up some new videos. This one is, I got a bunch of stuff, man. I've been hurting for inventory like last month. I wasn't sourcing, I wasn't really listing anything. This month, I have so many things to list. You guys saw my Thanksgiving thrift haul challenge. You guys saw me do a vintage mystery box. I got a bunch of stuff there. And now it's the rest of my Goodwill BINS haul. A little bit more stuff from that Amazon store. And then I hit a thrift store yesterday after work. Paid $5 for this whole sack. And you're not gonna believe what I got. So I got all these goodies to list up on eBay. If you are a reseller, you're gonna like this video. You're gonna enjoy seeing what I have picked up, what I like to thrift, what I like to sell. And if you like vintage, then you're in the right spot, because I love vintage clothing. That's my #1 thing to resell. I will resell anything and everything, but vintage, man, vintage clothing just catches my eye. It's what I like the most, and it's what I got the most of right here. All right, so I'm actually gonna start with the most boring stuff first, which is actually from that Amazon store again. All right, so first things first, you pay $10 for everything at that Amazon store, and I got 1,000 masks. So if you guys know, I am a full-time teacher. My sister's a nurse. You know, my uncle has a small business here. So I got 1,000 masks for $10. That comes down to being a penny a mask. And I'm gonna just toss them out at school, give them to people who need masks for work and stuff. I think it's ridiculous that essential workers have to pay for their own masks. So I'm gonna help some people out here. I got a bunch. Look at this whole sack is filled with masks. And I guess let this be a public service announcement, man. Wear a mask. This stuff is getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. Okay, what else did I get at that Amazon return store? I paid $10 for this little figure. I already have this listed right now at $70. Apparently it's like some rare Japanese figure. I already got this listed too. I paid $10 for this whole sack. There are 3 like Anchor fast charging battery block things in here. I have each one of them listed up already for $22. So you're looking at a total like $66 here if they all sell. I have this listed up already too. It's like some special cream or whatever, some lotion for prosoria. I have this listed right now for I think $70 as well. So we're looking to make some good money on these $10 items. Ooh, this is real cool. This was a fancy drone. It is used, but I looked up sold comps and it's looking like a $200 drone. But again, it is used. I need to test it, see if it works, and I might even start using it for myself, maybe for some videos. I think that'd be pretty cool. But for $10, I definitely am gonna take the gamble on this thing. And then this was really cool too. This is, I paid $10, of course, but this is a record. Apparently it's like some rare record for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. There are a total of 4 records in there in this little box set, I guess you could call it. And it looked like this box set, there was one listed at like $250. But I think the sold comps were more around like $100, which is crazy for some records. But definitely gonna get those listed and hopefully make a good amount of money on this too. We're definitely in the business. You gotta spend money if you wanna make some money. So I have no problems forking up the cheddar as long as I can get some cheddar back. Okay, let's go to the Goodwill bins next. I got this big bag of stuff. I've actually been waiting to make this video. I've been very excited to go through this stuff with you and show this stuff off. It was one of my better thrifting days in a long time. Been a long time since I've had a day where I hit like this. Plus, this little sack that I got the next day at a local thrift store for $5, the whole sack. Duh, just insane. Oh, let's go, as Drew and Joey would say. All right, let me start with the big items from the bins. I thought this vintage board game Polar Dare was just too cool to leave behind. I love the graphics and colors on the front. And I looked in it, and it actually looks like it's complete, like it's all there. And I bought this at the bins, so I might have paid, I don't know, $2 for it. I paid $28 for everything you're gonna see here from the bin. And I guess I'll lead off with the Scooby-Doo blanket. There are some snags in this, but comps on this look like $50. And the condition of mine, plus I like to give steals and deals, I would sell this for like $25 on my Instagram and just get it out of here. You know, somebody needs this for the wall in their shop, or their wall in the office if they're into vintage, or just Scooby-Doo, whatever it may be, you know? One of the best days of digging I've had in a long time. So let's get into it. Starting it off, this was the first thing that I got at the bins that day. It's just a little, you know, Adrian Peterson Vikings jersey, looking at like 15 bucks here. Then I got an assist on these. I made friends with two old guys. They were very kind people, just wanted to talk my ear off. They were following me around the bins, but man, I let him follow me around the bins because he gave me two items. One of the items being these Carhartt overalls. These are crazy. This is nuts, in great condition. 34 by 34. You're looking at like $60 right here, $60 bill. So man, if I can sell these, I would already be in some pretty cool profits. And then the rest of this bag is gonna just be the cherries on top. I found a little honey hole of these vintage t-shirts, and I was just like ankles up in the air, face down in this little bin, digging away, trying to get all the t-shirts that I could find. And I guess they're not necessarily on top here, but they're coming. They're in the bottom of this little bag here. I can't wait to get to them. So let's breeze through some of these smaller little t-shirts and sweatshirts that I grabbed. You know, really at the bins, I will grab anything that sells for 15 bucks or over, because it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. When you pay like $1 for the item, I mean, you just can't go wrong. This is the other item. This is on a nutmeg tag. This is the other item that those old guys assisted to me. He's like, hey, do you like the Chicago Bears? And I was like, oh yeah. And he's like, there's a cool Chicago Bears sweatshirt over there. And I saw that it was red, and I was like, oh, that's strange. But geez, a little Bulls sweater, can't go wrong there. Hopefully like a $40 bill on these. So those guys gave me like $100. What else did we find? Man, I was in such a good mood. I was just digging and grabbing everything I could. Here's a little Mickey Mouse sweater. That's a simple essential right there. We got a Harley Davidson graphic t-shirt. Not a big money maker here, but that graphic, whoo, that's a good graphic. I'll put that in my store all day. And I mind you, all this is going on eBay. So what you're seeing right now is kind of what you would see if you're visiting my eBay. It's some hard goods, like some stuff from the bins, but majority of it is all just like vintage clothing, because it just gasses me up. I just love it. So a little Champion hoodie. I actually have sold this exact Champion hoodie for 30 bucks before. This one has a hole. I don't know, I still think it's gonna be like an easy 25 bucks maybe. And sorry I'm talking so fast, but I just got a lot of stuff to go through. I don't want this video to be too long. So let's just keep plugging away. Here's a Guess crewneck sweatshirt. That is a woman's size XL. If you see anything in this video that you need, DM me on Instagram at BobDabra. There was a whole bin full of, not this, but this, okay? There was a whole bin filled with these vintage little graphic sweaters. I didn't pick them all up because I didn't know how well they would do, but here's another one. I just grabbed these two. I thought these two were pretty cool, and they are ladies size large. But shoot, I think that's a good eBay filler item, or even like Depop. I could throw it up on Depop and just kind of see what happens, you know. What else did we get? Oh yeah, this is just a ladies champion crew neck sweatshirt. So another little simple essential. You know, these $20 bills are gonna start adding up. We got like 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there, 20 bucks there, 20 bucks there, 20 bucks there. We're making some money. All right, now we're getting into the little t-shirt honey hole. It all started with these newer age wrestling t-shirts, but I was feeling it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll pick them up. You know, 15 bucks. After fees and shipping, I'll be making maybe like 7-8 bucks on all of these shirts. And then boom, you know, I found my first vintage skateboarding t-shirt. This little split t-shirt. That started it. So then I was getting gassed up. I started digging through them, you know, even more and even more. I got another little John Cena. I love the purple, how vibrant the purple is on this shirt. But that's new age. You know, this is new age too, but this is a sick graphic front and back, a new age wrestling t-shirt. So at this point I was like, okay, there is some stuff in this bin. And then boom, another vintage skate shirt. And it turned out to be boom, 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 vintage skate tee, vintage skate tee, vintage skate tee. And I actually already sold 3 of them, so I can't show you in this video, but I'll throw up a little picture and show you guys. But yeah, it was just like boom, a vintage skate t-shirt. I was feeling it, man. I was loving it. Oh yeah, here's some vintage Adidas track pants. I sell a pair of vintage Adidas track pants probably like 2-3 times a month. I just have so many of these, and they sell, you know, pretty consistently around 20 bucks. And then things got a little bit crazier. Then I pulled this out. And this is when I really started to dive in. I saw this and I just bunny hopped into the bin and I was like, let me find some more. Unfortunately, this is the only band t-shirt. This is from 2002 and this actually sold already as well. I gotta ship this up tonight. It sold for $70 on my Instagram story sale. Those 3 other vintage skate t-shirts that I threw a picture up of, those sold on my Instagram story sale. All to one buyer for a total of $62.51. It was a good negotiation. Oh, but we're not done yet, baby. A little Eminem t-shirt. This is a personal grail. Like, I saw this and I immediately was like, oh my gosh, it's an Eminem rap tee. It's a Slim Shady 08 shirt. And I was thinking in my head, 150 bucks. Turns out they're not that expensive, but to me, if I'm gonna get rid of this, I need 100 bucks. Otherwise, I'll hold on to it. Slim Shady in 08 was what I listened to in 08. That's when I started to be like, cool. And then that's actually gonna wrap it up here for the bins. We got one of these Del Sol shirts where it changes color in the sunlight. And then I've actually been trying to get back into plush. So we got a little Shrek plush that still makes noise, a little NASCAR plush, and then a Monsters Inc. plush. Hey, when I first started reselling, plush was one of the only things I sold. So there can be, you know, a little bit of money in some plush. And then that's gonna do it. Once I show you these little Pokemon cards, these are vintage, still sealed in the wrapper, and Pokemon's popping off right now. Like, somebody's gonna want these. Now, to what I found yesterday. Okay, I didn't know it was $5 for a bag until I went to the cash register. If I would have known it was $5 for a big bag like this of stuff, I would have grabbed so many more just like simple plain t-shirts, or they had a couple more crew necks I was interested in, like a Nautica and Tommy Hilfiger, like button downs and stuff. And I mean, if I'm gonna just throw them in, it's just like basically free money at that point. So I wish I would have known they were doing this fill a bag thing, but I can't complain too much because I found some goodies. $5. Everything I pull out of here, I paid $5 for. So let's start with this. I don't even know what this is. It's just a vintage Holland crew neck sweatshirt, and it is the time to be listing some sweatshirts. These were cool. So some vintage Nike pants. I don't know, athletic. These ones are lined. Then I got this. I thought this was cool enough to pick up. It'll fit me too, so I can wear it a couple times maybe. But this is a lake here in Iowa, and this is a vintage Galt crew neck. So yeah, I don't know, I'll list it up and I'll wear it a couple times. I basically spent my childhood summers at that lake. This is the same store I got a bunch of vintage blank t-shirts at like a week ago, and I went back. This was the only blank t-shirt they had, but this time it was basically just like a throw it in the sack type of item. I was prepared to pay $1.25 for it, but again, I just paid $5 for this whole sack. Here's another very strange crew neck, but it was, you know, it's cool enough for me to pick up. Stuff like this, I'll pick up and take a chance on it because I just, you know, it's vintage. I just like the vintage look of stuff. So you know what, $20 on this, I'd be happy. Telling you guys, at $20, $20, $20, $20, it all adds up very quickly. And what's this? Another crew neck. Like I said, I've been a big fan of just like simple crew necks. Another $20 for this all embroidered, you know, bald eagle. This is great for layering. Like, someone needs this. A simple gray sweatshirt with just a little bit of flavor on it. Okay, my camera just fell over. Sorry if you guys are a little crooked now. But then the next thing I got here, a little vintage Nike. Or from the 2000s at least, so gotta pick it up. Simple, essential, nice store filler. Can't go wrong with an item like this. Got the check on the front, the little graphic on the back, and check on the sleeve. Money. And then something that was on the thrifting bucket list, something I've been wanting to find for a long time. My first ever Pendleton wool Aztec jacket. This thing's got some dog hair on it. We can get that off though. But man, what a beauty. I'm looking at like 150 bucks on this jacket. And I got it for $5, or I got all of this for $5. So what do you want to call this, $1? Guys, I've been wanting to get a thrift haul like this for a while. I've been needing stuff to list up on my eBay, to keep my eBay active. And all this stuff has really motivated me to keep listing, keep making that money. So I gotta end the year strong. Let's all make some money. Keep thrifting, keep treasure hunting. Like the video, subscribe if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.